Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders Happy Hour. I'm Calvin.
I'm John.
We want to thank y'all for joining us today. We thought we'd come on and just let everybody know we're still doing okay, but the signal's not back yet. John's got Globe, and I've got PLDT. We're over to a friend's house. It's breezy. It's nice.
Oh, feels great.
I want to give a shout out to the NTZ crew. If we're coming through loud and clear, give me a thumbs up, somebody. How you doing? Keep it simple, survival. I see Island Fist is on here. Yeah, Island Fist. Yeah, I know we're up against Monday Night Football tonight, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Give a shout out to King Arthur in San Diego, California. If you're watching, hey, Cliff and Rue, yeah, they gave us a thumbs. They gave us a thumbs up.
How you doing, Cliff and Rue?
Hey, Oscar, I see Oscar's on here. He said, sounding good, Cal. Good in California.
Good.
Jess in the house, Calvin. Oh, there's a beach of life, Michael.
I talked to him a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a great guy, actually. Okay,
Jeff.
Mr.
Vegas.
Sam McCall. Yeah, we give some shout outs while we're here, man.
Yeah.
Advance Happy New Year to everybody. You know, they do the advance thing here in the Philippines. Has anybody give you an advance Happy New Year yet, John?
No, but I went to a Christmas party yesterday, so I guess it was delayed by the typhoon.
Yeah. Hey, Sam Chaplin, we see you. Lucy. He said it's not clear, but it's good enough, he said.
Oh, well, thanks. Like I say, this is...
Yeah. Spur of the moment, we want to give a shout out to Marie Broshi here in St. Carlos City. That's the wind blowing the camera, by the way. She let us use a Wi-Fi, gave us coffee, gave us panda sound bread. Yeah, Cliff, how are you and Rue doing over there? I know he's in the province. There's Daryl Fillmore. He was snow sledding the other day.
I see that California's getting a lot of snow.
Well, he's from Seattle.
Well, yeah.
He taught his, he's got a Filipino son, taught him how to snow sled for the first time.
I believe Beach of Life is also in Seattle. I think he said they got a foot or a half a foot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of snow. I actually missed the snow for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, for about 5 minutes. I like to see it coming down. You know, you sit there in the window
gorgeous, yeah.
And you watch it come down. It makes me sleepy. Plus, you know, you get out work early and go school. Okay, Virgilio. Geez, it's greetings from the DR. So he's got tropical temperatures too. He says, can't wait to move back to the PI. I admire you, sir. Well, we admire you, man. Thanks for joining us. Cliff and Rue said they lost internet for about a week. Well, hell,
I still don't have mine back.
I still don't have mine back. We just wanted to say hello to everybody. Because it's been a while since we've been on last week.
There is a town, Calatrava. They don't have any power up there yet. Doug don't have any.
Yeah.
Going across the border to Oriental here, my wife's village, they don't have no power. It might be a long time.
1968 Truck Turner. Wow. He said, just found your channel, bro. Appreciate the content from New Jersey. You never seen that movie Truck Turner, did you?
No, I haven't.
It's one of them old blaxploitation movies, but it was good, man, you know.
Yeah, I worked 2 and 3 jobs for 40 years. There's all kinds of movies I haven't watched.
I'm pretty sure. Was that Ike Turner? I mean, not Ike Turner. Isaac Hayes playing in that, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. You can come and get that book. When we walk back, so I'm going to give you that book.
Thank you.
You're going to enjoy that,
especially
John.
without Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you're going to enjoy that. Matter of fact, I'm almost finished with Blue Rage, Black Redemption, the story of Stanley Tookie Williams. This guy was a beast. He only lasted on the street till he was 25, man.
Wow.
And I mean, if you read his story, guys, there's people walking around like that now. Thank God we got the Second Amendment, because he wouldn't last a week now, but he was back in the 70s when all that shooting and stuff was just starting, because this guy was I mean, he was just. I mean, if anybody came up and did the things to me that he was doing to people, he'll just walk up to you and knock you out. He wouldn't laugh. He died. I said, yeah, Isaac Hayes. Yeah, everybody.
Isaac Hayes was cool. I mean, come on, he was cool.
Yeah, he said, "What'd you say, Calvin and John? Is it typhoon season over there now?" Well, always typhoon
They
season
get 20 a
sometime
year.
over here, but it was just our time, really.
Now, the people I've talked to, this is like a once in a 20-year typhoon to hit
Yeah.
us here, and so I probably won't live to see the next one.
Same in Cebu. And they're struggling in Cebu now.
Everything I hear, they are having a hard time in Cebu. I mean, we get hit hard here, but I actually think I consider us lucky in San Carlos anyway. We got power back in 5 days. I mean,
yeah, San Carlos is a well-managed city too.
I drove.
Hey, Jacob Tanji.
Saturday after the typhoon, and that was Thursday night. I drove to my wife's village. That was 24 kilometers. I probably already said this before, but every wooden utility pole for 24 kilometers was broken in half. 4 days later, and I doubt if they worked on Sunday because that was Saturday, but 4 days later, I went to my wife's village again. They were replacing the last broken pole, and that's pretty darn good. Oh, I was impressed.
Cliff said, Calvin, I have to thank you for all your information about your house. I have electric going in at the start of my bill. That's a great.
Oh, yeah.
Because we waited 2 months.
Well, my neighbor, Israel, told me he had been waiting 4, so you actually got yours pretty quick.
Yeah. You know, we had to grease a few ponds, but I'm glad. He said, Isaac Hayes' daughter lives and performs here. Wow.
Where's he at?
Atlanta. Yeah. Mr. Vegas. Calvin, are the generators and the gasoline power? Yeah, gasoline.
The gasoline. But gasoline's very expensive here. It's like $5.50 a gallon, and it'll cost you about $20 a day to run them, from what others have told me. So, I mean, you know, if you're on a limited budget, generator may not be your answer, unless you just want to run it for a couple hours a day.
Well, the locals can't afford a generator anyway.
And right now, we are running out of gasoline here. They may have gotten some yesterday or today, but we have 2 gas stations closed right now because of no gas, and maybe more. There's James K.
He says, hey, Calvin, John, good morning. Would really like to meet you guys one day. Glad to know you guys are well.
James K., I will meet you either here or...
Where's he live?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay.
Either here or when I come back to the U.S. Yeah, I'll make sure we hook up.
Thank you, Jacob, Tanjay, Michael, everybody else that's in the NTZ today. Smoky Mountain Modeler back. There. Johnny Grand, 67. Wow. That's 67 grand? John Coder said, people keep saying once in a 20-year typhoon. Are they forgetting Typhoon Yolanda?
But Yolanda didn't hit here.
Right.
Real bad.
In this area, yeah. We got the rain probably.
So it's the once in a 20-year typhoon for the western Visayas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, have you heard much about McCullough?
I haven't heard a lot.
Janessa read an article that said that they really didn't get hit that hard, and that may be because we got all those mountains that had to go across. I think the mountains in Cebu saved us a lot.
Yeah, from what I heard, Cebu is still without water and power.
My wife's aunt took her 10 days to get enough power on her cell phone to be able to call my wife and say I'm okay.
Yeah, well, that's what they were doing at the malls. They had a line for the grocery store and a line for
the quick charge
to charge your phone.
Now, that's one thing here in San Carlos City Hall. They are on solar, so they had power the whole time. They were doing quick charge. They were also doing it down at the arena down there.
Yep. Now, what do you mean quick charge?
Well, you charge your phone up, but I think it charges it faster. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because
I call it quick charge. Maybe that's not even what it is. But I think the lines were pretty darn long.
They were long.
Get your phone charged.
It was a line to do everything. Hey, good morning, Nonchalant Travels. Robert Pitt says, Calvin, I've been watching your channel now for a few months. You really inspire me to get out of my comfort zone. Thank you for starting your channel, man. Thank you, guys. I'm 8 subscribers away from 25,000.
Yes.
I put that out there in the universe. I said, man, I want to hit. Remember December the 3rd, John, I had 24,000. And I said, I sure would love to get 25,000 by the end of the year.
Yep,
Sam Champion said it. Michael Beach said it. And, yeah, I've got 8 more, and I've done it just because people like Robert.
Well, Robert, I don't know about Calvin, but I have found my comfort zone here. I'm more comfortable here than I was.
There's Howard. Wow. He said, "What's up, guys? Hope
Howard!
to be back to February 1st. Thank you, Howard. I was just talking about him. What? I said, I made some hamburgers yesterday with the onion soup he sent me. He sent me some. Anthony up in Luzon sent me some when he went back home. But Howard, man, went above and beyond. He sent me 3 bottles of lemon concentrate. That's strong. I mean, you won't find that here.
No,
I use that in my tea.
Well, Howard, I met with a gentleman yesterday at Carlos' place, and we had a real good time, and you were talking about it a lot.
Yeah, let's get some thumbs up, guys. Cliff says. Excuse me, guys. Just keep it simple. Survivor says, hit me with a jacket, Mr. Calvin. What do you mean? What's that mean? Because, you know, I'm not hip, John. I'm square as hell.
I was never cool.
Maybe that's a new, a new word or something. You know, we live a simple life over here, so I guess we're simp.
Well, and we're old men.
Are we simps? Because we live a simple life.
If I'm a simp, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. See, and you know, when I was making these last couple of videos, a lot of the only people who have a problem with what I'm saying are dreamers and egomaniacs. We don't have a problem paying for what we get, do we, John?
You do it anyway.
You're gonna do it anyway. I mean, guys, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but don't shoot the messenger. Okay? I mean, this is old information, by the way.
Well, it's just information that is veiled, and you're just telling the truth.
I mean, it's old, John. Yeah. They know. If you think,
is it old? It's been going on since the start of time.
Yeah. And at least with Americans, at least 1899 over in the Philippines.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you think these beautiful young women over here are wanting our crusty old butts because we're crusty, you got a lot to learn.
We're both honest enough with ourselves to know better.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't saying anything that was wrong with it. I'm just saying that's how it is. So get it in your mind before you get over here. But guys, like, wow, I'm the Snapchat. My wife wanted me. Huh? She wanted you. You're 63, right? With a limp.
There are a very, very few exceptions.
I mean, initially, John, there's no exception.
I agree with that.
Do they fall in love with you? Yeah. Do they start caring about you? Yeah. But initially, that she wants you.
It takes a long time. Mine's honest enough to tell me. She knew that.
The initial attraction
is security.
Yes. It's what you can do. It's not. Why would you want to date a man 8,000 miles away and you can't get to go to see him?
Because he has money and a job.
That's right. Thank you.
And I'm starving.
He said, Orient Pat, he said, Calvin, my Filipino told me she loved me yesterday and I am horrified. We've been talking for a month now.
I tell you, he's probably joking, but I lived with my wife for 6 months before she ever told me that.
Well, they'll tell you, you know,
no, a lot of them. No,
a lot of them will tell you that, though, John. You've had that done.
Oh yeah, and I never believed that at all.
Because they're playing to our ego. They know what we want. They know what we like to hear and everything like that. And they want to keep you around, guys. What better way to keep you around than to tell you they love you?
Well,
yeah. I don't know a whole lot about this. Cata for wine. Do you, John?
Never heard of it.
What part of that is that from?
Never heard of it.
He said, Calvin. Hey, Calvin, aren't you scared to be so honest in your videos?
Why?
I don't have.
The truth will set you free.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what I'm saying, man, it's really old information.
And common sense.
Yeah, it's nothing new, guys. And then my life's an open book anyway. I'm 58, man. What you know, somebody knows what you've done. You and the person you did it with. There's no secret.
Oh, hello.
Oh, wow. You looking
good.
Oh, he says she's planning our future. I'm only 29. Yeah. And they'll do that too, John, to keep you around. Hollywood Baby says, hey, Calvin and John, it's good to see you guys.
Thank you, Hollywood.
So glad that you and your families made it through. Man, I am too, man.
That was my first one, and it was a good one.
Well, Moochie T, I've got almost 700 videos. I give the 360. It's not always negative all the time.
But you give a lot of positive, too.
That's right. I don't know. He knows that.
Yeah.
is your message to generally encourage guys to move over there? Absolutely. But you don't want people coming over here. I can't sugarcoat it.
Well,
I can't give you the sugary side only, Moochie T. Then when people get over here, there's enough channels doing that. I want to let you know basically what life's really going to be like when you get here.
Yeah. Me personally, I don't care if anybody comes here or not. I mean, but I'll just
Yeah.
tell you what I experienced. It's up to you what
Negative.
you want to do.
What is he talking about? Have you even watched my channel, really?
Well, he just said he supposes that.
No, he said, I suppose people want
They
to hear
do.
more
And
than
I think they probably
side.
do.
Yeah, well.
But
Like I said, the
you need to
nitty
know
gritty,
the truth.
the nitty gritty ain't never hurt anybody. You know, you want to know the truth. I mean, unless you're a dreamer, unless you're an egomaniac, you're gonna have a problem with what I'm saying. Wouldn't you want to know and say, hey, Moochie T, you walk in that house, get ready to blow up. You just want to go in there, let the house blow up, and then hope you live and come out and share your
It
experience.
depends on what's in that house.
Yeah. He says, nonchalant travel said by
50,000.
summer
I'd love to
20.
see that.
I guess he's saying 2022. I prophesied your channel will have 50,000. Man, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Now, somebody asked about the Omni variant delay in the opening. I think it will, but I mean, I have my own opinion. Nobody knows. I read an article the other day. I almost sent it to you, but I couldn't find it. So my Wi-Fi is all screwed up. The tourism board isn't going to meet until March to talk about it. So looks like we're at least until March.
The typhoon put it back, man.
Yeah.
More, they're trying to get the locals together. Link 1111 said, hello, Cal, what's the topic today? We don't really have a topic. We wanted to come on and just, get with everybody, let you know we're doing okay. And really, we've got a subscriber by the name of King Arthur. We're doing this basically for him. He had to put his dog down. And I've got a call coming in, John. Handle that real quick.
Okay. So what's the topic today? Well, we're just talking.
Hello.
Any questions? You got to be fine.
Yeah.
To the top of Cebu. Orient Patty got one. Have
Hello.
you ever been to the?
Who is this?
Let's see what he's got going here.
Who?
I have not been to the northern part of Cebu. I've been to Lapu-Lapu, and I like it. There's a big city.
Yeah, but what I'm doing, I'm on my live stream. You got to call me back later. I joined the live stream. Okay. Thank you. I don't know who that was. I couldn't hardly hear him.
Yeah.
He said, "Turn off what I got on in the background."
No, we'll turn you off.
Probably
I haven't been to the northern Cebu. Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I've been to the top of Cebu. I've been from the north. I've been all the way across because you got all these islands. You got Comodes Island, Bentayan Island, Malapascua. Then you got Malboal. You got Aslab. Yeah. I've been all through Cebu. That's why I say I really like Cebu. Because if you're a new guy, you could come to Cebu Island. Remember, Cebu City is on Cebu Island. And never have to leave. You got so many places you can go. Hey, John Gomez.
Good morning.
I hope you got your long on in that Dominican Republic.
Well, that'd be quite a climate change.
Yeah, he said the Filipinos like black men. Yeah, I'm brown. Yeah, they do. I don't watch the Filipino people. I think it's like a ladies' talk show. Really, she's got a good channel.
Well, she's successful. I can tell you that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't argue with success, but I don't watch her because she's not nitty and gritty enough for me. She's got a lot of good information, and she has her market, her target market that she speaks to. But I don't watch. I don't really relate to her. I'm sure she doesn't relate to me. But yeah,
maybe she relate to me.
Maybe, yeah. Johnny Grant said 63 and a limp. Yeah. But I was just saying that. I mean, some guys are really dreamers on here. When I make a video like, hey, the biggest expense, that an expat has in the Philippines is his woman. And you get mad about that.
What would you get mad about
I don't
that?
know. It's the truth, right?
True.
Do you spend anything? Do you
That's
spend
my
more on
biggest
anything
expense.
else? No.
Yeah, that's my biggest expense.
He says, besides cooking and in the bedroom, how does a Filipino try to make herself indispensable and
They want you to be
unreplaceable?
totally dependent on them. They want to take care of your finances, do everything for you, bring you a glass of water, everything.
They eventually become your grandmother, is what they do.
Well, I don't know. My grandmother, she'd tell you, go get your own.
Yeah, but I mean, you know how grandma, did you eat today?
Oh, yeah.
Eat, you know, and all of that. But yeah, what I really love about Filipinos at this stage in my life is their disposition. They don't take life so serious like we do over there. You know, it's like, it seems like they should, but they don't.
Because with us, they hit the lottery, Calvin. I mean, they get such a better life.
Yeah. But yeah, I know, Moochie T, what you're trying to say, though. Yeah. And we appreciate you coming on.
Oh, yeah.
Here,
He's been on here a long time.
Yeah. It's just that this is just my perspective, what I'm seeing, what I'm living, what I'm experiencing. That's what makes my channel unique. But at the same time, I'm just a regular Joe, and that's the only reason why I've gained so much traction. People can relate to me. You know, I don't have a whole lot of money. I'm, you know, and anything like that. You know, I come from the same background as a lot of my viewers and subscribers. And, you know, a lot of them are interested in coming over here. I answer a lot of their questions. Can they make it over here? Obviously, you can if you see me and John over here. And that's really what it's all about. Hey, Link, he said, the nitty gritty hurts people with egos in dealing with social issues. He said, Calvin, ignore these people. They're jealous of your success, plain and simple, my friend. Yeah, man, we got to keep giving you the nitty gritty. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't want you to get over the head when you get over. And you said, that damn Calvin, he sugar-coated everything.
Yep.
He didn't tell me this or that. He says, Beat Your Life says, check out this classic video, The Unspoken Agreement Between Filipinos and Foreigners.
It is.
It's loud and clear, yeah.
I mean, you caught a lot of crap over that one.
Yeah, I did.
don't know why.
Well, you know, the truth hurts people for some reason. Okay, he says, how's the aid going around the area? Well, we just saw today on the news that Duterte's going to give 5,000 pesos per family for everybody hit by Odette.
But as of now, I haven't seen any. There may be some that I don't know about. I haven't seen.
You know, we do it all the time anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, as far as government giving things out, I haven't seen.
I saw where Pac-Man is partnering with the Apple people. They're going to do a big relief.
That's good.
Fund, but yeah, you know it's coming.
But I mean, going to my wife's village, their lives have not changed that much. I mean, okay, they might not have a roof on their house or fishing boats all destroyed. They'll have less to eat, but no electricity. Well, they might only have one light bulb in their house anyway, or none anyway. So I mean, there's just less food to eat is the only thing that has changed in their lives.
Pooh Bear says, "Hey Cal, do you have any nice beaches where you live?" Yeah, but not the exotic beaches. But they're close by. But not where I live. We got Sapaway Island. I mean, they're not white sand, but they're clean.
They're nice. That
water's good. Yeah, you can relax. And then we've got Calatrava. But if you really want the white sand beach and stuff, you got to go to Lackawanna Island. It's about 3.5 hours from here. You can go down to Siquijor Island, which is about 4.5 hours, you know, to Dumaguete, then another 35. Go over to Cebu Island, which is 45 minutes from here.
Now, I see Smoky Mountain's got a question for me. He was born in Ashland, Ohio. I spent 17 years working there. I worked at Faultless Rubber Company, which Abbott Laboratories bought.
You have to talk because you speak Philippine. Yeah, I can speak a little Visayan, but there's so many languages. Some people say 170, some people say 700, some people say 2,000. Everywhere you go, they got their own dialect.
Well, I'll teach you a word in Visayan. I've learned. I use it all the time. Voila. Yeah. That is no.
Yeah. Or dilly.
Well, what's dilly? No. Also.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Okay. I mean, I'm getting 10 to 20 beggars come to my place a day.
Well, because that's where I used to live.
Well, that and also the fire that we had here, they're all living up the evacuation center, which is not very far away. I see the same people all the time.
Yeah. Nonchalant Travel says, serious questions. It's better to meet someone online before I travel there. I'll just wait to meet the gorgeous women there. It really.
Yeah, it's like this. It's nice to have somebody to meet when you get here, but get online here, and a day you'll have.
Yeah, but see, I did the video the other day, and I'm gonna tell you something. If you're coming over here to live, I would say come over here by yourself first, because you've got so much that you have to get settled and everything like that. You don't want to bring your biggest expense. You don't want to have that waiting for you as soon as you get here. Because, guys, a woman is the least thing you got to worry about. I can say that over and over and over again. You don't believe me because we got low self-esteem, John. We don't think, oh, my God.
3 years ago, that changed.
There's millions of women over here. They're not going anywhere. So whether you meet online, but I'm going to tell you what's going to happen when you meet online from over there. When you get here, you're going to see something 10 times better, and you're going to think to yourself, you're going to kick yourself. But, it's up to you. You're a grown man. I just tell you what I'm seeing, man. Look, when I was at the mall the other day, that's why I got the idea to make the video. I was like, man, wow. I'm in a little place like San Carlos City, in that little mall where they saw a beautiful woman. It was like a parade. I
was down at the public market the other day. Same thing.
Yeah, and I'm like, this little place. Why was I ever worried about a woman? Guys, get that out of your mind.
Know any better. That's why.
But I'm telling you,
I didn't either.
But look at me. Yeah. Look at John. Do we look like, you know what we look like, guys? And that's the least thing you have to worry about.
And that's true.
There's millions of intelligent, attractive, available women here, man, who are,
desperate.
Who want to meet you, get acquainted. Some of them want to get married.
Well, I think most of them would like to get married.
I don't know what he's talking about. Somebody asked me this before. What is this, John?
I don't know either, so I'm not going to speculate. But I think it's a reality show where you meet. Maybe I don't know.
I never heard of this. I looked it up and it showed me some movie from way back in 1948 or something. I didn't know what that meant, guys. Come on, somebody put me up to speed on this, guy. John says, have you lost weight, John?
Actually, I've gained weight. When the pandemic came, we were truly locked down. I put on about 30. But I worked 3 jobs. I went from 3 jobs to no jobs.
But see, you walk a lot too, John.
I do walk a lot, but if I hadn't been walking, I'd probably put on 50.
Yeah, you said you watch Filipino Petite. Not really, but I would suggest that you watch it all. It's like a smorgasbord. Take what you like, leave the rest, because you got to realize these Filipinas, especially, they're Filipinas, man. They can give you information that I can't give you, but they're not going to give you the nitty gritty. It's going against their culture. They're not going to go against their culture. Okay. You're going to relate to me because you're just like me, but they can give you a lot of helpful information, guys. Don't discount it. They can, but are they really going to tell you, what's going on over here? They're not going to do it.
Well, even with, I know one of the vloggers out there had a lawyer in Dumagetti on the channel, but it's, different states have different laws in the U.S. Well, different provinces is a little bit different too. So if you hear one thing there, it may not apply here.
Yeah, and then most Filipinos don't solve their problems in the court.
Yes.
I've asked my girlfriend, and she works in and out of the mayor's office, the city hall, the courthouse. I said, have you ever stepped foot in the courtroom? Never. And she's 39. Lamont, this is an easy one for me. John, you ever been to Colombia?
No, I haven't.
It's because I'm welcome here, Lamont. I'm genuinely welcomed in the Philippines, and you will be too. I mean, it's a genuine welcome. Nothing, phony about it.
I originally retired in Mexico. After 3 months, I left and came here. I'm much happier here.
Yeah,
but I've never been to
yeah,
Colombia.
That's really easy. Well, I'm gonna tell you
English is spoken. That's the biggest one. I mean,
yeah, that's a big
that's a
issue
biggie.
for a lot. He said, "What's the worst insect issues had so far over there?" Well, early on, because I was dating a young lady who they lived right on a white sand beach.
Not crabs, was it?
No, it was damn mosquitoes, man. I mean, when you're close to water, we don't have the mosquito issue.
In San Carlos, the mosquitoes don't bother me at all. But,
I didn't have
but if I go to my wife's village,
they
by
the water.
Yeah, by the water. There's
a
river
we
there
had to
too.
sleep under a net. I mean, if you didn't get under that net and close it at a certain time, I mean, really, you'd get up, man, and you'd have them all up and down your arms. They would literally eat you alive.
Ants are bad here, but this year they don't seem to be as bad.
Well, he says, "Hey, bro, if I purchase a home like you did for the same price, what would the payments be?" You're going to have to pay that over the pay as you go. There's no loan you're going to get over here.
Well, there might be, but I don't know.
I don't know anything about it, but the foreigner would qualify for.
Calvin had a guy offer him a loan one time, but he decided against it, which was very smart of him.
He was going to charge me 2% every month over the balance. And I said, nah, I wouldn't. But he was the owner of that house. And
what happens if you miss the payment, though?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't want that, guys. Yeah. You don't want that. Pay as you go over here. I call it the Filipino mortgage. And that's how Filipinos build their houses over here.
And a 68 truck, the rents here, they're cheap. Just rent and save up as you go. I mean, I was renting a place for $5,000 a month, and it wasn't bad. Or 5,000 a month is about 5, 10, 15 is 100.
He said cockroaches are big. Yeah, but they don't bother you. And you see one usually when you see them cockroaches when it's getting ready to rain.
Well, they're not quite the size of cats, but they are big.
Yeah.
I've lived in quite a few places here, 5 different provinces, 2 houses in San Carlos. I've never had a problem with any house. Now, the house that I rented in Southern Lady for $37.50 a month, fully furnished, it was infested. And I didn't know that going in. I got up one night in the middle of the night and turned on the light, and oh my God. But here you get them once in a while.
I see them once in a while. I've seen one in my house and it's getting ready to rain. I learned that in Zamboanga. They told me this. You're only going to see them when it's about to rain. They don't bother you.
But they are big.
Yeah, they're big.
And
but they've got regular roaches too. They got regular ones. I've seen them.
Someone asked, "What am I drinking?" I had my fill yesterday, but this is Tiger beer. I believe it's from either Singapore, yes. And it's a strong beer. It's kind of like a malt liquor, only it tastes a little better than most.
No, it's not okay to smoke weed. Do they smoke weed here? Absolutely. In Zamboanga, I saw it all the time. All I have to do is look out my window. You see the young guys smoking it, but don't do that.
I haven't seen anybody even smoking it here.
Don't.
Now,
not in St. Carlos, I haven't.
Say if you move here and had a place in the mountains and you wanted to grow it and didn't tell nobody, you'd probably be okay, but I wouldn't do it. They treat weed like heroin in the U.S. I mean, here. They're safe to them.
Yeah. Girl said 7,640 islands. You never get bored yet. I think like 2,000 are inhabited.
Something
the other 5,000 are not, but he's right. Under normal times, man, it's just so much to do here. I would bring my hobbies with me, whatever they are. Bring them with you guys.
Well, we both did. We came for the women here. That was our hobby.
But actually, I didn't, John. I promise you I did. John did, but when I came here, I was just trying to get away. Now, did I know women was here? Yeah, but that wasn't my main focus when I first came. But once I got here and saw what was here and how things, would turn out for me.
Well, I mean, that rock star treatment's good for you.
Yeah,
good for an old man.
It became my sole purpose, but now it's not. And I would tell anybody else, don't make it your sole purpose, guys. It's the last thing you have to worry about. You could put on a blindfold, John, am I lying? And go into one of these malls or market or wherever on the street and practically bump into the greatest woman you've ever met in your life. It's, it's just something you shouldn't be worried about. There's no reason for you to worry about that. Why do we spend so much time? I guess because we just like talking about women. Right?
I know I do.
I guess that's why we do it. Because that's the only reason why you would do it. There's no reason. I mean, really. I was sending out, we did the 25,000. We had the 25,000 peso pandemic giveaway Friday. Well, some of the people don't live here in San Carlos. They live in Zamboanga, Cotabato, places. I was at the M Lawyer yesterday, and you can ask Marie because she came in. Was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. And two young ladies came in and they said, "Hey, Mr. Sunshine Shoulders, you know,
you're so guapo."
And I didn't recognize them at first because they looked different online. I saw them come in and I was like, "Wow, who is this?" You know, they sit down beside me and she turned over and said, "Hey, Sunshine Shoulders, how you doing?" And then Marie says, "Oh, they know you, Calvin. And have y'all won yet?" And they said, "No, we're still hoping." It's like that, guys. You know, that's what I'm just saying.
Can you tell how many people you have to enter your wheel?
A lot, man.
Oh, I figured it'd be.
I would say
30,000.
No, not
that
30.
many.
I would say 10. I'd say the close to. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm going to say close to 10,000. Well, maybe not. Maybe 7,000.
Only 7
on that
it's
wheel.
Still a lot.
Oh, he said my aunt worked for Eagle Rubber.
I don't remember exactly where that was.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, get it out of your head about women. Just come in here, get your life together. Like I said, get you a place with hot and cold water, aircon, Wi-Fi, cable. She's not going anywhere. You're going to attract a woman with that type of stuff. Filipinos are approachable. They're very nice, man. They're so nice that they feel bad if they don't like you. If they have to tell you, if they don't want to be involved with you, man, they just so nice like that. They're friendly and they're smart, man. They know that a life with you is going to be a whole lot easier than a life by themselves. It's true, guys. I'm not going to lie to you, man. Yeah, you're right. I'm not saying no need to try to pass judgment. I'm not passing judgment. You can't argue with success, man. Okay, come on, guys. It's like a smorgasbord. I encourage you to listen to all of these channels because you can learn something from all of them. There's a reason she got over 100,000, subscribers, but I'm just saying that a lot of people relate to me more than they relate to her. I mean, because I'm 58. Hell, and you're 63. I think, was she 24 or something like that? Yeah. Red Jam Rock. I told John we're going to be competing against Monday Night Football, as a matter of fact.
I thought they canceled a lot of the sports because of the Omni variant.
Well, they've got, just like the NBA, they've got really replacement players now. They're bringing a lot of these basketball players from out of retirement and everything
to fill in for the ones that got the virus.
For the ones that got the virus. Yeah. I didn't know that. Well, no, they're not gonna approach you like that here. Well, unless you Coco Martin, Daniel Padilla, or Richard Gomez, or somebody like that.
Well, I'll give my opinion. If they approach you, that's kind of a red flag for me.
Yeah.
That's me.
But remember, when you say hello to them, and John put me up on this because I never really paid it any attention. Just, there's just a regular hello, and then there's a hello, where they're interested.
You can tell.
And you can tell. Oh, okay, Benjamin, he's saying it now. It's an international dating agency where you pay $4,000.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you what, you guys come to San Carlos, we'll introduce you to women for free. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. I mean, now don't get
4,000?
Because see, these are the people that are making it all about the Filipino. Remember, I told you we gotta flip the script back, guys. These guys are making money off of that notion that it's all about the Filipino. No, it's all about you. The party starts with us. Okay.
I would think out of those 300 girls, you might not want any of them.
Yeah.
Not long term. Short term, yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Because here's the thing y'all don't understand.
They're
being around Filipinos, I'm going to tell you this. When you get around a room full of Filipinos, they're not going to be themselves. right? If it's 3 of y'all and 30 of them, they're gonna put on the front. They're not gonna really show you who they are.
$4,000?
Yeah, I guess that's
Wow.
the round trip ticket and all of that. I'm not putting them down. I'm not knocking them because evidently there's a market for it. But I'm saying these are the people who have flipped the script. We've got to flip it back. It's not all about them, guys. It's about us. We're buying all the plane tickets. We're making all the reservations. We're buying all the pasalobung and souvenirs and Airbnbs and doing everything, guys. Paying for the monthly dating site fees. We're doing all of that. It's about us.
I would still think that if those girls know you're paying $4,000 to meet them, that there's going to be a lot of gold diggers there, I would think.
Yeah, okay.
Like
my
99%
son,
of them.
and here's the thing, okay. They're recruited, okay. And I can tell you from experience, I'm not telling you something that I heard. My son's mother, the first serious relationship I had with her, she was one of those girls at that place.
Really?
They asked her to come there.
Okay.
They recruited her to come.
Okay.
Another Filipina who's working with people like the AFA.
$4,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And she said she met a guy, but that he was interested in her, but they never met up because I came in the picture for free.
So you broke that up?
Yeah.
Don't be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, for free. As a matter of fact. To be honest with you. But yeah, they flipped the script. I'm just trying to flip it back. See, that's the type of information I'm giving you. It's about you. These women over here are just going about their life. We're beating their doors down, trying to meet them. If we were not, some guy the other day on my video I did, he made a comment. He said, when is the last time a single Filipino called a plane over to the West?
Zero.
Dated a single father over there, took care of him and his kid.
Zero.
It's not going to happen.
They can't get a visa for starters.
It's not going to happen. But it doesn't happen the other way around all the time. But, everybody thinks it's about the Filipino. It's not. She's not going nowhere. Well, look, guys, come on now. We've had enough about the P. Right now, you're on the Sunshine Show, the Moonshine Show, Happy Hour. You want to go with all that, because I read her comments. You guys are thirsty, man. As a matter of fact, a lot of you guys. I mean, go on there with all that stuff, guys. Show me some respect, okay? He said, John, where are you from?
I'm originally from north of Wheeling, West Virginia. Brooke County, West Virginia. If you can't tell by my accent.
Winningcoach.com.
They're probably the same.
Hi, St. Carlos, a cheaper place than northern Cebu, are about the same. Probably about the same. Maybe a little bit more expensive because when you go to northern Cebu, it's the province. There's not, it's not a whole lot of cities like this.
And it might even be a little cheaper than San Carlos.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
But you're not going to have the amenities that we have here unless you go to Cebu City.
Yeah, you will have that. You will have that nice beach, though, somewhere around. But if you're new here, if you're new to the Philippines, don't move way off somewhere.
Even though that's what I did. But I'm from the hills of West Virginia. I enjoyed it.
But you didn't stay there, John. You said you had to go 2 hours to get
a rice cooker or anything.
Yeah.
But like I say, I enjoyed
it. You're different, though. You wasn't.
I grew up like that.
Be on the internet. You didn't have to have good internet service. And
there, I could not even get cell phone with my AT&T phone. But like I say, I liked it. I don't know if I want to live like that forever.
You're.
It was an adventure.
I would say do that because I came straight to Cebu. The only thing I did right on my trip when I came over here.
Well, considering how your life's turned out here, I think you did a lot of things right.
When I first came over here, I've settled in. Efren Dunn, I said, good morning, Calvin, John. What's the best way to keep extra cash on hand? Save.
Dug in the yard.
Box dug in the yard. Yeah, I wouldn't deal with that save. That's going to get you in trouble. The wrong person see that save. They're going to start thinking you got more money. They already think we got more money
than we do.
Just keep. I've got a little purse that I use, a little zip purse. I put my money in, I slide it under my clothes in my cabinet. But I don't I don't keep a whole lot
I
of
don't
money
either.
on me.
If I have $200 on me, it's a rarity.
But stay away from those safes, guys. They get you in trouble.
I agree with that.
There was just a couple, a German national and a Filipino wife, that just got killed in northern Cebu, by the way. The bad guys broke in and wanted the combination to the safe. Somebody had seen that safe in there.
That just drives them crazy.
Yeah, and probably didn't even have a whole lot of money
Probably
in
had
that
$200
safe
in it.
or something. Maybe some jewelry or some important papers, more than likely.
Probably. Yeah,
but not a whole lot of money. Because they've got good banks over here.
And that's one thing I do. I don't know if it's effective or not. I tell every Filipino that I meet, I'm not rich. If I was rich, I would have stayed in the U.S. I wouldn't come here.
Well,
I don't know if it helps
Filipinos aren't stupid. They know you're not rich. They see how you live. If you're rich over here, most of the time they show it.
Oh,
Big gigantic houses and big trucks,
jewelry
and all kind of stuff.
SUVs that cost twice as much as Calvin's house.
Yeah, Filipinos aren't stupid, man. They're not from outer space. They'll know if you got some money, and a lot of us will show it. You know, they'll say, "Oh, is it safer to move in these gated communities?" A lot of times, that's a red flag for the criminals. They say, "Hey,
that's where it's at.
That's where the money is."
I mean, you see the jewelry that Calvin and I wear. Nothing.
You know, you go in there, and you know, and the guy says, "Aren't you afraid of being honest?" That's why I'm so honest. Because people know, hey, I only paid $20,000 for that house. I don't have a lot of money, man. I ain't got no secrets. The bad guys know I don't have nothing. Trust me. And plus, I'm probably helping them or somebody in their family anyway. They know Sunshine Shows ain't got a whole lot. But yeah, guys, you know, when you start doing certain things.
Now, back to Ephraim, though. I knew the typhoon was coming. I went and got some extra cash out of the bank. I kept it in my pocket, but I mean, I didn't get a whole lot anyway.
And a lot of times, it's an inside job anyway.
Like 99% of the time,
when
your helper.
Did he get killed in Dumageddon, or did they just rob him for that $2 million? Remember?
They hit him in the head with a hammer and killed him.
Yeah, they killed him.
He went and withdrew $2 million to go pay for a house.
Yeah.
Calvin did it the way I would do it. If you're going to pay money like that, you go have them meet you at the bank. You give them the money there, and it's on them.
Then
Let
it's on
them go.
You go out.
Yeah, you're safe.
But what happened was it was the
teller's boyfriend or something like that. It was inside job.
Know.
But yeah, I'd never walk around with 2 million pesos on cash on me.
No.
I bought that car. I went and got a cashier's check at the bank.
Excuse me. He says, Jerome Page says, I want to build a house, but I can't own the land. It will be on without what?
I don't think there's any way to do it to guarantee you that you will be successful. I'll answer that way.
If you can find some land to lease, do it that way.
The rents are dirt cheap here. I have talked to so many foreigners since I've been here that tried different schemes and this and that. And only one out of about the 20 I've talked to did not lose everything. Only one. So take that for what it's worth.
Don't invest or spend any money that you can't walk away from.
Yes.
You're 8,000 miles from home,
And you're always a foreigner.
Yeah, you're always on the outside, and you don't realize that till it goes bad. I didn't know. No, sorry. I don't say. Let's see. This is one of these dreamers, guys that come on here, and one of my subscribers said, Calvin, a lot of these guys, they're just trying to pee in your coffee. They know exactly what you're saying.
Babbling old guy in the background. That must be
no. He's saying, now why are you saying don't smoke weed when you offer to buy weed to help people?
Oh, weed.
No, I said if you're on one of those weed runs, if you are on one of those weed runs, Mr. Groove Junkie, come on, guys.
We're saying don't smoke weed here in the Philippines.
That's
it's
right.
not going to end well for you.
If I'm helping buy weed,
it's not going to end well for you here.
He said,
if you're lucky, you get the bullet. If not, you go to prison for a long, long time.
Blindfold over here because Listen, guys, you're only gonna hear this from Sunshine Shows. You don't get lucky over here. You get
I like
unlucky,
that. You're right.
and you get unlucky when you start trying to hunt turkeys from 8,000 miles away. You're trying to shoot a target from 8,000 miles from home.
With a BB gun.
Yeah. When I'm telling you that the woman is the least of your worries, but for some reason we think it's so difficult. Why? Who told you that it's so difficult?
I think John might need to go back to rehab. Thank you, Winning.
He says, at Jeffrey Todd, bro, as an outsider, you don't want to get caught in with weed or any other type of substance
right.
we use in Western countries. They are not expect friendly when they put you in jail.
And their jails aren't nice like our jails.
Yeah, our jails would be like a middle class over there. Be like
Or
a nice
upper
house
end.
over here. Raj Liar says remittance questions, percentage fee fixed or graduated based on the amount. It's graduated based on the amount because of the exchange rate. So I'm gonna pay less. Okay, if I do Remitly, say for instance, and I send $100 or send $100, they're gonna charge me the $3.99 up front, but then they're gonna charge me their exchange rate, and I'm gonna pay that for $100. So let's just keep it simple. Let's say if it's 5 pesos less than what the exchange rate is. So now I'm gonna pay 500 pesos more plus the $3.99 up front. So if I do 1,000, now I'm paying 5,000 more plus the $3.99. Yeah, it's based on the amount. Yeah, it's based on the amount because of the exchange rate. If I only send 50, I'm not gonna get charged that much. I'm gonna get charged the same amount,
but it's a lesser amount
but it's a
because
less
it's less
amount
money.
because it's less money.
I see Seth's Travel Vlogs here. Hello, Seth.
Yeah.
So, Seth, where are you at? You're down in Dumagetti. How bad is it there, or is it not that bad? I'm just curious. Can you buy gasoline? Are the shelves empty?
Daryl Foreman says, Calvin, do you pay tax on the house yearly? If so, what is the tax percentage there? I think it's funny how they came up with the amount that I have to pay on. I don't have to pay on the whole 1 million pesos. They gave me a certain percentage, and we have to pay 1,795 pesos. I showed you the paperwork when you was over my house. So we pay that by December 31st. We have to pay that.
So 1,700 pesos. So you pay
about $40.
Yeah.
Less than that.
Ain't bad.
Every year.
Ain't bad.
But I don't know how they came up with it because they have the amount that I paid. Then they have some type of crazy percentage, and it breaks it all the way down to 96,000.
Sounds good.
So I'm paying taxes on 96,000.
Sounds good to me.
Remember, a lot of stuff over here don't make sense, John. Does it?
No.
It's not supposed to make sense, and it's never going to make sense.
But some things here make more sense than the U.S. to me. It's weird.
Yeah, Stephen Williams said, you sold me, Calvin. I'll be moving there from Hawaii in the next 5 years. Well, hell, you'll probably be a millionaire just from the money he's saving.
Yes.
From Hawaii to the Philippines.
Yes, everything I heard, Hawaii is really, really expensive.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of things do make sense over here because there's more order over here.
We had no looting during this typhoon in San Carlos. Not one incident. I mean,
well, they're not entitled over here. They don't have a lot of the rights and freedoms that we have over there in the West. So we can go crazy. So you can be too free sometimes.
Back last summer when we were having all the riots in all the towns, my wife saw that and said, John, what are they doing in your country? I said, well, they're protesting. She goes, no, they're not. We're allowed to protest here, but we can't, burn places down.
Yeah, I've never seen nobody protest here.
I haven't either, but she said
here, they're paid protesters.
And that may be.
You try to protest here.
Wow, I'm not going to with foreigners.
No, I mean, I never.
Well, I know that guy in Cebu was protesting outside of his condo.
He said he's 42. Would it look weird? Absolutely not. John's 62.
And
no,
she's
61.
28. Well, I'll go 62 real soon. She's 28.
No, it's tolerated. that doesn't mean that they really agree with it, but it's
But they
tolerated
don't
over here.
disagree with it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be no problem. Especially you're only 42. My neighbor, Nifty, what's he? 70 maybe? His wife's
Yeah,
in
but
her
see,
30s.
Groove Junkie, I'm getting ready to get rid of you because you on here starting stuff. I said, I didn't say help someone buy them something to eat. I said, yeah, if you're on a weed run. You on a weed run over in the West, not over here in the Philippines. I said, if you're in America. I say something totally different about people in the Philippines.
I'm
Man,
the old guy babbling in the background. Get rid of him.
Yeah, fool. I mean, guys like that, man, they make the channel just.
But the good outnumber
I mean, guys like this need to get a life, though. I mean, really, you're a grown man, and you come on. You see, we're trying to have fun, just kicking around with people, giving advice, so people want to come over, and you want to get on here with some foolishness like that. Oh man. Some of you guys really need to get a life. I'm so glad I'm over here now.
Okay, that's what I call multitasking.
Yeah. We said watching Monday Night Football simultaneously. Yeah. Calvin said, you know how popular Prince was in America and worldwide. Are the musicians there on the same level that we know nothing about? Yeah, they got great musicians over here.
I would say the average musician here is probably at least as good in the U.S., if not better. I mean, they really got some talented people here.
One thing the Philippines doesn't get enough credit for is their live music scene, especially when you go to places like Expat Alley. They even had it here pre-pandemic.
What do you know that band, the Ring Brothers or something out of Tacloban? Check out their videos. They're good. They're good.
I mean, the live music here, man, it's good, man. You have to realize you're in the tropics. You're on these beautiful beaches. When we went to Boracay, man, it seemed like every bar had a band. You sit there, you eating, man. The breeze is going right here. You got the beautiful lady with you. You don't have a current of words, just and then they'll come out singing something by the what's Mick Jagger's band?
Oh, Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones sound better than the Rolling Stones.
They have some very good musicians.
Hey, Robert Morris, thanks for the super chat. He said, hey, Calvin, I think the NTZ got him already, and you're reading deleted messages. Oh, okay, yeah.
Well,
thanks,
man,
much, for that.
Well, I mean, we don't discourage differing opinions, but if you're just going to start
that. He said, you are the prize, brother. Absolutely. But see, we've got to flip the script back. It's never going to happen if you guys aren't listening. We're living it. It's not like we're telling you something that we've been over here. You don't have to worry about that.
And that's something I would watch. I mean, there are some vloggers that I've ran across. They don't even live here. Would I watch them? Or they won't show the real face or give the real name. I wouldn't watch any of them. How can you trust them?
Of all the things you have to worry about in the Philippines, a woman's not one of them. But not because they're not important and I'm discounting them. It's just too many of them, guys.
But I did not know that before I came here. And I think a lot of our viewers don't realize how it is. You'll find out. It's good.
Hey, thank you, John Gomez, for the super chat. He said, that is one of my hobbies, listening to live music. Yeah, it's nice over here. And then if you go to Panglao, Bahal.
The DJs have not taken over here like they have in the U.S. That really put a lot of local bands out of work in the U.S.
Yeah, you go to Panglao, Bahal, it's going to be the same way. You go to Manila, even if you go across from Mall of Asia, they got like this Baywalk area with a Ferris wheel. Every bar and restaurant has a live band. I mean, I tell you the story all the time. I was there and they had a band singing the best of the stylistic sound, just like it. Retired 2019 said Calvin, some men will never make it to the Philippines. They should focus on dating Western women. All Western women are not bad.
I agree with
absolutely. That. Hey, what's up, Rock TV? That's my buddy. He's here now in the Philippines.
Okay, I thought he was in Korea. Is that where
he was? He's here now. Back? They're having his son's christening. He wants me to be the godfather, man. I said, man, look, you better check with your wife. He said, Calvin, I'll wear the pants in this house.
Ooh.
Because you know how big, that's a big deal.
Well, I would say that I would like to see Calvin and him arm wrestle. He's got guns even bigger than Calvin's.
Yeah.
Now, back to this Godfather stuff. I have been asked about 6 times to be a Godfather here. I always tell them I'm too old.
Yeah. The Orchid King said, "Hey, Calvin, here's a joke. I was in a grocery store near my place. I started to chat with a Filipino. 10 minutes later, I asked her for her number. She said, sure. Got the 10 digits.
Now, there's
Be careful what you wish for, Orchid King.
But here's one thing on the phone system here is unlike anything I've ever seen. They have different companies and they got different numbers. And if you have Globe, you can't call Smart and all this. I got to the point where I gave the woman my number. If they want to call you bad enough, they'll figure out
how. Haitian Gunman, thanks for the super chat. He said, Merry belated Christmas, John, Gomez, Cal, and John.
Thank you,
Thank you, brother. Yeah, but I think we spend a lot. It's okay to, if you want to go on YouTube and look at the women and stuff like that, and the bikinis and stuff like
Nothing wrong with that.
But don't worry about that, guys.
And don't
worry
think that's
about
what you're going to
that.
see at the beaches here, because we don't.
But I'm just saying, don't worry about that. I don't know Frank, to be honest with you. He said, I'm thinking about donating to a guy on YouTube named Frank. I don't really know him. He said this was in Canada. Yeah, but see, it's a lot of Filipinos in Canada. They get, you know, that they.
There's a lot in America, too.
Well, it's the most Filipinos outside of the Philippines are in America. But I'm saying in Canada, there's a lot because they've got a liberal, like a job opportunity. A lot of them go to Canada, and that's a good place to land. Yeah.
I spent a lot of time in Canada. People are great. It gets cold.
Absolutely, I hang out with you when if you come here. Ask Rob. Ask Pumpkin Joe Philippine Experience. We're not going anywhere. Hell. Beach of Life said it's not even desperation either. The men that get caught up in that stuff just haven't been shown a different plan. He said Sunshine showed the game plan. Yeah, it's put everything else first, guys. The woman's gonna be there. I promise you that. If nothing else. Yeah. Pina R said, yeah, $4,000. Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, that's crazy.
But these are for people who really don't know. They don't have the information that we're giving them.
Well, I tell you, I wouldn't have done that before I knew what was going on.
And they bought into
I'm
this.
a tight ass.
They bought into this fantasy.
4,000.
You know, you make your own fantasy.
I mean, that's 3 months living expenses for me.
Yeah, we gotta flip it back, Mike. And that's what I'm trying to do. But it's going to be hard when you got guys, you know, that won't listen and they don't believe you. They're like, well, who's this guy? He's a 58-year-old black man from Kentucky. He don't know nothing. I know that.
I know he's got a pretty darn good life here.
Yeah,
so do I.
Yeah, I know that. It's a fact. You know, that's the last thing you have to worry about. He said, Sim City. Yeah, I mean, but some guys are older, you know, they have low self-esteem. I don't care how low you self. It couldn't be no lower than mine when I got here.
Actually, mine wasn't that low when I got here, but I've loved every minute of it here.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a 21-year-old girlfriend before I came here. But she was only after money. I mean, I knew that.
Yeah. But what I don't like about American women, even though you've had young women nice, I don't like their attitudes, a lot of them. Especially if they look good.
Well, you have a very valid point there.
Hey, Satone Hemingway said, hey, what's up, Calvin? I thought you went back to the States. Never thought to hear you again.
He's been off for a while then.
Did you ever leave? I'm glad you're back on. Keep up the good work. No, actually, I thought my visa ran out December the 5th, 2021. Because I came in on a ballot buying visa, Satone Hemingway, I was actually given an extra year that I didn't know about. JRC Consulting Services in Dumagetti told me that. So I was able to stay here, man. I'm glad I was. But even, I haven't skipped a beat. He said those thirsty guys would drink pee. Yeah, I know, man. And you gotta understand something that YouTube is simply it's just a popularity contest, guys. If you ever decide to start a channel, man, don't get caught up in all those numbers and what people say. It's just a popularity contest. That's all it is. Okay. He said, talk to him, Cal. This is the Shine Brothers show. Yeah, they come on here with their foolishness, man. They need to get a life. We're trying to tell you how to get over here and enjoy yourself. That it's real life over here. It's possible, but they want to stay caught up in the fantasy. Then okay, you're gonna spend a lot of money. And real life is a lot better than fantasy over here, isn't it, John?
Oh, real life is a fantasy.
Real life is a whole lot better than fantasy over here, guys. I promise you. I mean, they've got a helper here to subtract it. Look at that.
I agree.
Mo says, Sunshine and Moonshine, I'm glad to see you still smiling. God bless your efforts, Philippine people. Thank you, brother.
Well, I tell you, these Filipinos, they are strong. Christmas Day, I went to my wife's village. They're out there fixing their boats, working on their houses, trying to get a roof on them. They're strong people.
Yeah. He said Western Union sending typhoon money. I don't know, but I made a video on that. You just gotta be careful, man. Just give from your heart, really. But what stopped me and what made me make that video really was Sunshine showed us two people asked me for help, right? And they sent me the picture of the same house.
I know you. I heard you say
and I was shocked about that. I thought maybe they were sisters, because a lot of sisters live together and stuff like that.
Okay.
No.
You have to be a little bit careful. I mean, I have people come and ask for handouts all the time. A woman came the other day to my house and said she was taking donations. Well, I offered her some food. She said, I don't want food. I want a donation. I told her to get the F out of my house. That's.
Well, this is popular 1968 truck turner. Hey, fellas, what about a gun range? Yeah, because you can actually, if you go to Cebu, they actually have like tours where they'll take you to a gun range and let you shoot the AK-47s, the machine guns, and all of that.
Dude, I don't think we have one in San Carlos.
I don't know
maybe
if
one in
here,
Bacolod.
But they've got one. They got several in Mactan and Lapu-Lapu.
But I'll tell guys from the U.S., if a gun is that important to you, don't come here. You cannot own one.
Howard, we're at a friend's house in Margarita Village Extension. She was nice enough to let us use her Wi-Fi. Howard said we could use his Wi-Fi.
Well, that sounds good. We'll do it next week then.
Is that the Sorry store?
Well, I'm not Vivian. I can fix that up. Thank you, Howard. I appreciate it. So, Howard, what do you have? Parasat? Because it seems like Parasat is operating, but our Globe, I went down Sunday and it said, I don't know when you'll get it. But I tell you what, Howard, we miss you over here.
Ovid Roberts said, we'll ride back in the USA on the 18th. Signed contracts and got needed accounts. We'll return there hopefully permanently in March or April. Glad to see you are safe from the storm. Travel Rounder said the laws only apply to the foreigners and they will enforce every stupid law on us. Learn all the laws because they will enforce them on you.
And I can agree with that, but they don't enforce 1,000 of the laws. They have a lot of laws here. When I first came here, I thought this is great. We don't have all these little nitpicky laws like we do in the U.S. But yes, they're here. They just don't enforce them.
Yeah.
But when do you know that they're going to pick out the foreigner to enforce it? You don't.
Well, they certainly going to put you on the front page if they catch you doing something like drugs, pedophilia, anything like that.
Well, okay. I got my own opinions on what should be done.
He says your wife can own a gun. Yeah, but
it don't work that way.
Yeah, it don't work that way, guys. Come on.
It don't work that way.
You can't get around that. If you use it, I would use it to save my life, and then
take the consequences.
Yeah, then go ahead and.
I'm gonna be dead anyway.
I'm gonna be dead anyway, but no, guys, the police here aren't that stupid. They're gonna do ballistic tests and all of that. They're gonna figure it out. Hey, Bobby, thanks for that super sticker. Yeah, but I mean, anything to save your life. And me and John was talking about this on the way over. If you're unlucky enough, unfortunate enough, that somebody's gonna break in your house, let them. Don't confront them, guys. Listen, that's a bad idea. Let them take the TV or whatever it is they're gonna take. The 15 or 20,000 pesos you got hidden in the closet. Don't. Your life is worth more than that because they're gonna kill you if you confront them. Most of the time, the people who do that, they're wired up on drugs. You know, they're not thinking straight. They're not trying to leave witnesses, even kids. Let them have it, man. Stay locked in
right,
your room.
But I probably would confront him and I'd probably get killed. But he is right.
Yeah, it's not worth
He's
it, man.
right.
It's not worth it. That's what happened to the guy in Bacala, the last foreigner who really got killed by the bad guys. They broke in his house. He lived in this gated
But now that's
community,
been,
by the way.
2 years ago? It's been a long time ago.
Yeah, but that's why I say the last one that basically got killed by the bad guys. Not his Filipino. You know, okay? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But anyway, okay, he's already in the safe room.
If he built a safe room, why would you go out of the safe room?
I mean, why even confront these
me.
people? But they confronted him. He got shot in the stomach. By the way, they didn't get anything. The wife,
didn't even get anything.
Well, the wife said they got her purse, and I think it had
$50 in it.
20. No, I think she said it had 20,000 pesos.
Okay, $400
phone and something like that. Because she jumped out the window. She had sense enough to jump out the window, not confront the people, because she knows the rules over here.
But on that note, the crime is very low here. But when a foreigner is in it, it gets all blown up too.
Yeah,
you're safe here.
He said, do you suggest 10, 20 higher weight? I've got 2 10-pound weights because I don't really work out with weights. I do a metabolic body weight workout.
I do 17-ounce curls.
Oh my God. What's this? Louis Pagan Ponch. He said, this is for John. Thanks for that super chat. He said, what's the difference between people from Dubai and the people from Abu Dhabi? The people from Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people from Abu Dhabi do. Well, Abu Dhabi do. Abu Dhabi do.
I love it. No, that's good. I mean, how can you not like the Flintstones?
No, but he's saying, but the people from Abu Dhabi
that's
do.
That's good. I love it. I love it. Thank you for the super chat.
Yeah, this guy's. Keep your second job, by the way.
No, I liked it. It was good.
Efren Dunlap says, you know, Calvin, you can't teach anyone anything that they believe they know already.
All we can do is give our advice. It's up to you what you do. That's right.
It's really just our perspective. It's what I'm living.
Well, and some of my experience has been different from Calvin. Some of his has been different from mine. I mean, he's still got a woman stock in him.
Yeah.
I got on Facebook. Mine's done.
But the basic stuff we can agree on. Should men be worried about dating over here?
No. And I agree. That's the least of your worries.
Oh my God.
I was in Bacala before the typhoon, and in the mall, I saw this young, beautiful Panay pushing this guy. He wasn't that old, but he was disabled in a wheelchair. And I looked at the guy and said, hi, how you doing? I said, I tell you what, a lot better than sitting in a nursing home. And he just smiled and said, yes, it is.
This Filipino, when I ride my bike in the Center Mall, I might have told y'all this before, but a nice looking Filipino. She has to be maybe in her early 30s. Beautiful body and everything. Look how she works out. But she was with an old foreigner guy, and I guess he had a stroke. He recovered from stroke. But she's sitting there doing rehab with this guy. I mean, you have to have patience of a saint to do that. You know, because he's walking. They have that patience. That's right. He's walking an inch at a time, and she's right there with him. I'm like, this is why men come over here. You're not gonna have it any better. Are there bad Filipinos? Yeah, but if you get a good one, you're sad. He said, hi, Calvin. He said, he said, hi, Calvin and John. You guys convince me more and more I need to get over there. I'm not trying to convince you to come here. I'm just telling you, it's nice. We're just telling you that real life is a lot better than fantasy over here. To me, I mean, I don't have anything to prove because you're going to come over here and you're gonna say that's the reason why I'm so real. I don't want you to come over here and say, "Oh, he's lying."
When was the last time you had a 20-something just
when he
tell
was
you how beautiful you
when
are?
He was 20
or
something,
when you're 50 or 60?
When he was 20 something. That's
Yeah,
why I tell you all the time. Hey, Vincent Hinton, thank you so much, and welcome back, brother, for that super sticker. Yeah, Vincent, he's a hard worker. I think he said he had 2 or 3.
Well, Vincent, I'm with you. I worked 2 and 3 jobs for 40 years. It's a shame that we were born poor, but hey, we survived.
Now remember, Harvey Garner, we're guests here. He said, "Please."
Oh well, actually, Marie, the owner here, said those are noise. I'll take care of them. We said, "Nah, that's okay. We're
yeah." True. Here's Kona Ranger. He's from
Kona.
He's from Hawaii.
I haven't seen you for a long time. Good to see you, buddy.
He said, "You guys are true soldiers. I see many vloggers leaving the Philippines now. Glad you."
Isn't that something? That amazes me
you
too.
In the real nitty gritty.
I mean,
hey, Lynn, San Diego 102.
Lynn.
But to each his own. We didn't, like you said, it would have been more reasonable for me to leave than you, because you didn't get hit right in the face by the typhoon.
No,
I took a bigger hit than you.
Yes,
some guys really got terrified, man.
But I mean, just suck it up, guys. That's what we do. Life's great here. It's going to be back to normal in 5 to 6 months.
I hope, for a lot of people,
we still might not have internet then.
Remember, so many people got killed. Their life doesn't get any better for them.
Sure,
I don't downgrade that. I don't downgrade that. I'm sorry.
Good to see you, Len.
Who's winning the game, by the way, guys? John Gomez is just funny. What's funny, guys?
Yeah.
Jeffrey Todd said, "Does the typhoon ever make you want to leave?" No, because this was our first typhoon in 12 years for me. Here's King Arthur.
Yes, good to see you, King. You want to talk? King, we knew you had a rough time. That's why we're doing this live chat today. Calvin said that, he wanted to try to raise your spirits if we could. If not, one of these might.
Yeah.
John Wells don't need money.
Guys like him, that I keep doing the show. He's the real deal guys,
I know.
That we do these live streams, man,
Thanks, King.
Let's see. Hey, Bo. He says, "My Filipino girlfriend always asks me to buy her things, and I'm getting annoyed lately. I quit. On the other hand, she does a lot of things for me and buys me clothes, cooks. When is there too much?" Well, if you over here with her.
Well, if she's doing all that for you, yeah, you should do something back.
Yeah, but if you're over here with her, that's a whole different subject.
Now,
there's nothing wrong with taking care of your woman, but hell, if you on the other side of the planet buying clothes and shoes and all that stuff, you never met her.
I give my wife an allowance. What she does with it, she can make a pile and set it on fire. Of course, I'd have a real problem if she did, but yeah, give her an allowance.
The Prodigy says, "If you can't ignore the occasional wind chimes in the background and that actually bothers you, then you ain't ready to visit Philippines."
Well, yeah, because that's nothing compared to the roosters, the dogs.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Even the roosters, they don't bother me anymore.
After 6 months, they didn't bother me at all. Sometimes the karaoke still does when you got the drunk guy that cannot sing at all, and it's turned to 11 instead of 10.
He said he got COVID. It's not so bad. Did you get the Omicron?
Mr. Freeze, a question for you. Did you have the shots before? One of my brothers had caught COVID after 2 shots. He was only sick 5 days. He went to work the next week.
He said, "Guys, I will be taking you to dinner in less than 363 days, providing it's open. I'm paying off all my credit and getting my act together." Oh, wow. See,
well, John, we'd love to meet you. Can't wait.
He said, John Gomez says, "What do you say on getting a 12-month visa just in case it opens?" Well, see, you don't need that. You're going to get the Philippines gives you a 36-month tourist visa.
Yeah.
The minute you step foot in the country.
But now that was something I did not know coming here. I got a hold of the Filipino embassy.
Thanks for that super chat, by the way.
Embassy in Atlanta, because I was in Nashville, wasn't that far, about the visa, and they referred me to Manila.
Yeah, yeah, but you get a 36 months, John Gomez.
When it's open.
The minute you step foot in here. That's why no one ever pre-pandemic you didn't hear about all these fancy visas. Why?
You didn't need them. It cost you about $40 a month for a tourist visa.
Yeah, so that's what's about $500 a year.
King Arthur just got his booster. My neighbor went down and signed up for his here. I will be doing that next.
Mr. Free said no shots. I just live with it. COVID was never a big deal.
Okay, so you got it and no issues. I'm good for you. I'm glad.
You can't discount that with all the millions of people that died.
I got mine.
It wasn't a big deal. He can say it's no big deal. He didn't die.
Yeah.
His wife didn't die. His kids didn't die. But let's not have that discussion, guys.
Yes.
Everything in America is so political.
I tell you what, I've been out of that loop for 3 years now. When I see some of the crap on some of these, oh, I just say, come on, guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And COVID is one. Now I seen something in the news today talking about now the unvaccinated is saying Omicron is proving their point. I'm like, whatever, man. Really. Hey, it's Miller time. Thanks.
No, it's Tiger time. Well, thank you, though.
For the super chick, says Tiger.
King Arthur's a good man.
He said, roosters do drive me crazy.
It took me about 6 months after that to hear him, but I grew up on a farm in the hills of West Virginia.
Well,
how long can you stay in your passport?
36
3
months.
years.
Because your passport turns into your visa after 30 days.
But your passport has to be 6 months out from the last day you're going to be here. So make sure it's current.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Magnolia State says I'm watching them die every day. For me, there's no debate. That's right. I'm not going to debate them either way.
But
we want to argue about anything over there.
And it's not. There's nothing wrong with giving your opinion. If somebody's on the other side giving their opinion, but when you go, it's a life or death struggle. There's something wrong there.
Well, now, so if people say happy holidays, people are getting on your case over there.
Come on.
Merry Christmas. Don't say happy holidays. I'm like, really?
Man, come on, guys.
Really, guys?
West Virginia.
No. It's not 30 days. You don't have to apply. Yeah, you apply. But basically, guys, listen. With a valid passport from your country.
The first is 30 days.
It's 30 days. I said after 30 days.
You go to immigration.
It turns into the visa. For 36.
Visa. Yes.
Hope for approval. You don't have to apply for a 36-month visa. You apply 1, 2, or 6 months at a time.
Yes.
Now I'm over here. I haven't done it for so many years, Yusuf Amal Habib. I'm not going to give out bad information on that one.
It is 30 days when you land, but then you go back to immigration. They extend it.
Yeah, 1, 2, or 6 months, up to 36 months.
I always went 6 months.
Thanks for the super chat. Hey, Kano, that's Mike.
Yes.
Welcome back, man. I'm so sad for the Philippines that was affected by the typhoon. I'm praying for you all. Hope you all had a Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Michael.
I was terrified. I don't care what nobody say. I've never been through that before. I was on the 46th floor.
I think being up high would be worse than where I was. Now, with me, I'd never experienced a typhoon. I was outside. My wife kept saying, come in. You're crazy. I said, I've never seen one before. But it never hit here till 1 in the morning. By 12, I was sleepy. I went to sleep. I kept getting woken up.
He said, hey, John, I read that next year the passports for renewal are going up.
Well, they may.
Well, no, passports are going up.
Yeah, maybe. But as far as the visas, you can't get a tourist visa here now unless you're already here anyway. They may go up next year. Who knows?
He said, what's the engagement process in the Philippines like? Well, nothing really. You get down on your shaky ass knees and ask the woman to marry.
Well, I tell you how I've done it. I have always went to the family. I'll go to the father, who's usually 20 or 30 or 40 years younger than me, and ask him, can I date your daughter? And if they say no, then I'm okay, next. But then I always go to the mother and say, is it okay if I date your daughter? Then after that, Hey guys, don't come back bitching later. You know?
But there's a tradition here, and because I did it, you have to buy, dinner. It's a celebration. But as far as the process, it's no big deal. I mean, really, a lot of them when they meet us, they forego their traditions anyway. A lot.
Well, they know that foreigners expect certain things, and they are willing to accommodate.
Hey, Vincent, thank you so much for the help and your help and support, man. Vincent Hinton, he's been around a long time, man. He's really um, a good guy, man. I mean, he's just one of those guys that he's got a good job, man. He's going to work it until get everything out of it. He can. He's smart. He's going to do things the right way. John Gomez said, I overstayed in DR for 5 months and paid $50 to exit.
I got a feeling it'd be more here.
It's going to be a little bit more over here. I think it's like 1,000 pesos a month or something.
I was thinking it was like 4,000 or something. I mean,
well, one guy told me here, Tammy Davis, he said he overstayed for 90 days, and I forgot. I think he said he paid $90. I'm not sure. 4,500 pesos. But you don't want to do that. I don't want to get to the airport, try to leave, and they say, 45,000 and you don't have it.
After you're going to jail. Bought the ticket and
everything. Yeah, you're going to jail.
You're going to jail.
I'm sorry.
Go to jail here. I'll take the bullet before I go to jail here. You are 30 to 40 years older than dirt. Yes, I am, King Arthur.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Yeah. But to be honest with you, he said, what's the worst thing that happened to you in the Philippines, John? Didn't you say you got ran off somewhere, John?
Well, yes and no. My experience here has been great. Now, I was told that there's a price on my head in Southern Lady, and it's only 200 pesos, $4. But I mean,
but what actually happened? Has anything bad really happened to you?
No, nothing. I've only had good experiences here.
Yeah. He Skinny Ray said, John, I still can't believe you bought 100,000 over there.
It was 110.
Well, he did. He took the money back.
I took 109 back. I did it.
The fact that he did that,
I was going through a divorce. Now, here's the thing. I was so naive and ignorant, I declared it. But when I went in Manila, they had a line for people that did not declare nothing. They had a line for if you declare. I went there, but the flight crew was going through. I went right through with them, got on the bus, and I never went through customs.
Yeah, you're lucky, John. You're one of the luckiest men in the world.
You know what?
Actually, got that money.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you'd have had. Now it'd have been hell getting that money back.
Well, I forget the guy. He's from Texas, down there in Minden now. He came here to buy a farm, so he brought all this money. I've talked to him about this, and he declared it. He ended up with the Homeland Security in the U.S. He had to prove where he got the money from, and they wanted accounting for. They thought he was trying to money launder. So I was very, very lucky. Don't do it.
Yeah, you were very.
Bring less than 10,000. That includes pocket change.
James Bond said, "Greetings from San Diego, Calvin John. So glad to see that you're back in the game. Always the people of the Philippines are dealing with the wind and weather and the storm. All the best." Yeah, man.
For the poor here, it has not changed that much. They just have a little less to eat, but they didn't have much to eat to start with.
I think what's hurting most people here, like it will be anywhere, is the power and the cell phone signal, man. We're addicted to the cell phone.
Well, man. Especially the people playing Axie here. Now, Axie's down to one peso, down. But still, it's better than nothing.
Well, let me tell you something, John. Okay, it's not anymore. Okay.
The service costs more than
listen. Okay, remember I told you my girlfriend's daughter got 9,000 the first time, 7, 5. Now guess what she got this month? 800 pesos. So she's letting it roll over,
hoping it goes up, and it might.
I mean, why would you cash out for 800 for a whole month's pay?
Wow!
It went all the way down like that.
That's $16.
But remember.
But how much did she pay for the load?
But see, remember, she's not investing any money. It's the manager and all of that that's losing money. That's why I say on my video I uploaded today, man, stay away from that stuff. People have lost a lot of money. Not only that, but that Axie thing is not even registered here in the Philippines. The Philippine government can shut that down at any time, man. and all your money you got in there, you'll never get it back.
What? Are you still Biowing John from Sam Champion? I don't know what you mean.
Now, Jerry McLeod, I mean, you must have. No, I wasn't assaulted on the island. I've never been assaulted. Maybe you're talking about somebody else.
Maybe sexually assaulted by some of the Panays.
Yeah, I've never been assaulted here in the Philippines. I think you probably got me mixed up with somebody else. No,
I've never had no bad experiences like that here.
I don't drink anymore. I can remember I've never been assaulted here. I love Siquijor Island. That's one of the most peaceful places in the Philippines, to be honest with you. John Gomez says, word got out in DR that you had that amount of money on you, you would have been followed, and Lord be with you. I know.
I didn't tell nobody.
Yeah. He says people mean a range of things by bringing $100,000. Man, I mean, John got lucky.
It was 110, but same thing. I say I was going through a divorce. When you get through a divorce, you got to have a war chest.
Yeah, he bought $110,000 in cash.
$110,000 in cash.
What'd you put it in, John?
I had it in magazines. I had a stack of magazines in the bottom of my carry-on like that. And then when I got back, I couldn't leave it in the bank because my ex-wife her lawyer might have shut everything, froze everything. I've had that before. So when I went back to the U.S., I put it on my desk at work. I just had it stacked there with some other papers on top. But then I got thinking we had cleaning people at night. Maybe they knock one off and this money would start falling out. So then I put it in my bottom drawer of my desk at work and left it unlocked. And there was just a pile of magazines. I kept it there for a long time. Then I got worried about that. And I put it in my vehicle in a garbage bag. And then I put a bunch of cigarette packs, beer cans, pop cans on top of it. And the passenger side, nobody digs through garbage to find anything. Well, then 6 months later, my divorce is over. I can't remember where I put it. I was looking at my drawers at my desk and where I finally found it. We're all fine. Wow. True story.
Jeffrey Todd said, is the food hard to get used to? No, John said something today. He said he's getting used to it, but I never was not used to it. Remember, chicken, fish, and pork, man. And it depends on who's cooking it. He had good food yesterday. I cooked hamburgers yesterday. Western style. I got ground beef here. I put, for every pound of ground beef, you put 1 egg and 1 pack of the Lipton onion soup. Thank me later, man. But the food over here, I've never had a problem with it.
I did, and I have been on Calvin's show many times, cutting down the food, saying how much I hate it. He is right. It depends on who cooks it and if they tailor it to your taste. I have had some good food lately, and that's who you hook up with. My wife came from a fishing village. She only knows how to cook 3 things: corn grits, rice, and fish. If the fish is fresh, she will fry it with the guts in it. If it's not fresh, she takes the guts out and fries it. I mean, that's what she grew up eating. That's all. But now she's making about 10 or 15 things for me. They're delicious. My neighbor, Calvin's old neighbor, his wife, everything she makes good.
Yeah, but you got to realize there are some traditional stuff that you're not going to touch.
Baloo.
I'm just saying.
Baloo.
I mean, actual dishes that I won't deal with. But for the most part, they're going to know if you can't eat pancit, noodles.
Well, but pancit, if it has liver in it, I don't like it. Most of the restaurants here, I do not like the food. Unless you go to Maiwani or Doug's place out there.
Well, I mean, fried chicken is fried chicken if they cook it right.
And Jollibee fried chicken is delicious.
It just depends on who's cooking it, but you're not going to have a problem with the food over here. I mean, now, like I said, if you're trying to eat all the stuff that they're eating, then you will.
Eyes, fish heads.
But actually, what went wrong was, it wasn't her fault. He said, I had a problem with my first girlfriend. Wait. He said, can you explain what went wrong? It was me, really. I'm going to tell you what happened. I was going through a bitter divorce. And like John says, all divorces are bitter. Are any of them good? And I just got out of it, man. I wasn't ready to get married again. And she wanted to get married. And that's all she was asking me about, what's your plans for me? And I would have married her, but she didn't give me a chance to. I mean, she just worried me and worried me and worried me. And I just wasn't ready to get married again, man. And she's the one that got away. I showed y'all the pictures of her when I did my video. She's just the one that got away, basically, because you're gonna meet some unbelievable women over there, man. But it just depends on they're locked and loaded. They're ready, okay? It just depends on what your mindset is. If you ready, then and you meet her and y'all ready, then you're gonna go off and right off into the sunset. But if you get over here like a lot of us are, we're not really ready. We got out of these crazy relationships over there. We want some time to ourselves to relax and think things over. And you meet a locked and loaded woman, it's going to be some problems. She was locked and loaded. And she didn't like me for a long time because she thought I was her last option, which I wasn't. Man, she's a beautiful woman. That's why the minute me and her split up, somebody else plucked her up and took her to America. She's over there now living a good life, working hard though.
The old man battling in the background.
But yeah, it was the one that got away. It was me, really. It wasn't her.
Well, let's be honest, guys. 90% of bad things that happen to you are probably because of me anyway.
How did y'all let this Ed Sweeney in here, man? He said cooking fish with the guts in it, yeah.
If they're fresh. If they're not fresh, you take the guts out.
Yeah. I would say you get a little bit. He's right, though, travel around and say you don't need to carry anything over $100. Just send yourself money. But if you're going to, I think you get a better exchange rate at the airport than you do at Western Union, Remitly, and all of that. If you're going to be here for 2 weeks and you got $1,000, you might as well just go ahead and exchange the $1,000, man, right there at the airport. Time is money. Every time you go into one of those places, even if it's in the mall, people are watching you. You don't want that, man. When you're in the airport, armed guards around you, CCTV, But he's right. You don't have to have a whole lot of money. If you do, make sure it's brand new, crispy $100 bills and $50 bills.
With no marks on them.
Yeah, Sonny D, she's right about this. Just be careful that you're not allergic to the food.
Yes. Be careful of ice here. Be careful of the water.
He said actually it's on the Ethereum blockchain. Whatever it is, it's way down from when it first started. Was all the rage. It was like 20 pesos.
It was 25 at one time. Now it's down to 1 peso.
Yeah, it's down to 1
2
peso.
cents per SLP.
Yeah. Gleason Baker said, hello,
Gleason,
Calvin John.
I answered your email, Gleason, but I just got it yesterday.
For her first month, she earned 9,000 pesos. As a 15-year-old, it's a lot of money.
Yeah, almost 200
$800 now. So
actually, it saved the Philippines during the pandemic. I'll tell you that. Motorcycle sales this year were up almost 30% from the previous years because of accidents.
Orange Patty says should divorce be legal?
Not our country. It's up to them.
Yeah, and that's it's a religious thing over here. The Catholic is big on that, and
you can get annulment, so it costs you a lot of money. It takes a long time.
And over here, believe it or not, guys, separation is
almost like divorce.
It is divorce, really. They just can't afford that.
Well, that's one of the laws. They say, well, adultery, you'll get put in jail. I have never heard of that being enforced here. You don't have to worry about that.
Because when they break up, it's separate.
Permanent.
Yeah,
usually
separate.
The guy goes away, never sees his kids again or nothing.
You saying the movie Filipino Dream Girls? I never saw that.
For $50, I doubt it. You're gonna have to pay more than that. Usually, a lot of those aren't successful.
He said Filipinos chase me in the USA. Yeah, well, you better keep running then. I don't know if you want to let them catch it. They stand still over here for us. These are the ones you want. You couldn't pour a Filipino on me over in America.
Oh, temporarily you could on me, but not permanently.
Not me. I wouldn't want him temporarily. I'm funny like that. No, we're not saying. What's he talking about? See, you guys want to argue. No one can stop it, even the creators. No, we're not trying to stop. We're saying that it was all the craze at first. Actually, was. Now it's basically nothing.
But there's still people playing it because they have nothing else.
Yeah, but they're letting it roll over.
Yeah.
Why would she cash out 800 pesos? I mean, that would buy.
John is obnoxious. What'd I do?
This is another somebody is the NTZ on here today? Because see, in StreamYard, I can't get rid of these guys. See, look.
Oh.
See, an error occurred.
Well, I agree. I might be obnoxious, but I don't think I did anything today.
He said killing is illegal. Can they stop the murder? Hell, can y'all stop the murders in America? In the West, in Louisville, Kentucky, the little bitty sleepy town I live.
All those towns.
We've already set a record, which the record was last year for homicide. They've set another record this year.
Chicago,
Actually, they set it in October.
Philadelphia,
they set the record within, and there was still 2 months left. So yeah. He said, "I've been married twice. That's enough for me. I'm shacking up for the rest of my life." That's probably a good plan, man. Believe it or not. Some of us, we never learn. Black Diamond says she married someone else, and she ended up divorced. Counted out joy. Well, she was divorced because she. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. She met that man to come to America to meet me. Okay, we were supposed to hook up over there, but I didn't go through with it. He was a retired sheriff and policeman. I wasn't trying to go to North Carolina and get involved with that.
I don't blame him.
But yeah, I didn't want to do that. He said, "How can you get mail there? You can get it here. It's just going to take you forever. It takes about 2 months to get a letter."
So, to me, I just kind of scratched that off as an option. I have my mail going to my brother, who was good enough to, his wife is good enough to take care of it.
No, because Filipinos are like this. They get this same type of information. 10% of Filipinos work overseas. They're called OFWs. And before they go to the host country, they get an orientation. That's really all I'm doing, just orientation. Remember, Jeffrey Todd, my blogs are sometimes inspirational, sometimes motivational, sometimes entertaining, but most of the time they're informative, but they're never bashing or downing anybody. They know more about us than we know about them. What I'm saying is boring to them because they already know it. They don't get offended by that.
The only ones that get upset with him are Westerners, and usually men from the U.S.
And what they do is they'll usually sick their Filipina on me. They'll show her, look what he's saying. And then, she's over in the West, because I'm not saying anything that they know. I'm not putting them down. Putting them down when I say that, hey, it's a monetary exchange over here. Why would that be putting them down when they already know that? When I asked Roger from Roger and Ismail, I said, what do you think when you see a foreigner and a Filipino? He said, oh, she's in it for the money. Well, exactly what he said.
Well,
and Filipinos are not stupid, man. They're not from outer space. They know this stuff. They know a lot more about you than you know about them. I'm just trying to level the playing field. We don't know. We know very little about Filipinos and Filipinas and the Philippines, period.
Okay, this guy's asking how much is the college here. It's cheap, but I don't know what it is. I wonder if he's asking that because somebody's wanting him to educate somebody and he maybe he's afraid to get charged too much. I don't know what it is, but it's not much.
When I got here this time in 2018, one of the top colleges, University of Philippines,
And they are good colleges here.
It was 40,000 per semester. So
40,000 pesos?
So that's about $800 a semester, about 1,600. Just say 2,000 a year
And the
to
schools
go
here are
to
good.
one of the top colleges in the Philippines. Ian must say, as a Filipino, I say divorce should be legalized, and weed too. He said, "Yeah, I don't blame you."
It's their country, whatever they want to do.
Howard McCormick said, "Yeah, McCormick." He said it's about 6,000 a month. Yeah, depending on what college you go to. Some of them are a lot cheaper.
6,000 a month. I mean, it's pretty cheap.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
$140 a month.
120. That'd be 120.
16?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be 120, John. That's cheap for
Sorry,
a good
Howard, I've
that's
had a
for
couple.
good college.
I know Howard understands.
You man, yo man, what's this? He said, "Salute to you guys." Beat your life, yes, but it was a delicate matter. See, like a video like this, the only people that really misinterpret me are Americans. I wasn't talking about how much manhood the Filipino had. Yeah, I put that as a reference to say, even though he has one of the shortest, in the world, she's still going to want him over you, no matter how much you packing.
I agree.
But that's all they heard. They didn't hear the whole other 15 minutes that I was talking about. Oh, they're going to come and get you, the guy said. You can't insult people like that. I'm like, what do you mean? They probably even missed that. I talked about it so little in there. Yeah. See, that's what the Beach of Life says. It's not a delicate matter. It's the real nitty gritty. Bringing a big stick over there don't make you any better. And the video explains that.
Actually, it would deter a few.
But all they heard, John, is that. That's all they hear. A lot of times, that's all they hear what they want to hear. And I'm like, why do y'all want to do that, man? Just come on over here then.
That's good to have Howard with us.
Efren Dunlap said, fellas, I'm here in Philly and it's ridiculous, the murders. Yeah.
I've heard it's bad.
It's bad everywhere over there.
But the U.S. government has travel advisories to Mindanao. I think they'll have travel advisories in the U.S.
Well, certain countries have travel advisories to the U.S.
Well, they should.
Japan's one of them. A lot of countries do, especially over here in Asia. If you want to go over there, you're probably going to get cut. I didn't get rid of him, but we got a supervisor with him now. Maryland's brother.
He's not taking any prisoners.
He ain't taking no prisoners. They come there early and they work till 5:30. Yesterday was the first day. They were shocked. They know him.
I'll bet they were shocked.
They were shocked. He was there working when they got there.
It's going to get done now.
Normally they work till 3 o'clock. They worked till 5:30 yesterday.
Oh,
I would do a video.
3.
Yeah, maybe 3. But here's the thing. Now that they got more done in one day than they did in a whole week with him there.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let's see.
How do you do your taxes in the U.S.?
I do them online. I do mine online.
I have an account in the U.S. and I send stuff to him.
Yeah.
We get it fixed up. I don't get any W-2s anymore. I'm retired.
Well, they're not really cheeky and loud to me. I'm introverted. I'm very introverted. I just think that they're not as serious as we are over in the West. Man, we're serious.
They love to laugh.
We're serious as hell over there. I mean, we're serious as a heart attack.
Cheeky and loud?
I don't think so.
Karaoke, they get loud. No, they're not.
I'm saying they're having a good time. They're enjoying life. Whereas we're supposed to have everything, all the opportunities and everything. But hell, we're unhappy as hell.
If Howard's still on here, I live beside Nifty now in Calvin's old house. Nifty had a few to drink, and him and Luna were singing karaoke. I texted Calvin and said, Calvin, you're missing a classic. It was funny.
Oh, man, here's Oscar, and you got to be careful saying this stuff online, Oscar.
But it's true.
I'm saying, he's saying, because when my girlfriend saw my big stick over there in the Philippines. Was you over here or you did that online?
Oh,
See?
uh-oh. How can that come back to bite you, Calvin?
Yeah. Because she probably took a screenshot of it. The minute you step off the plane, give me 10,000 every week.
That's funny. I love Sunny D's picture.
Yeah. I've never been to Thailand, Jeffrey. But I would say come to the Philippines because I've been here. And there's a genuine, you're welcome here. And if you're all the way over on the other side of the planet, what more could you possibly want? He said, Paul, he said, left the PI for the USA. He said, people in the USA seem miserable. They are. But those guys are working. I saw where he was leaving. I saw the interview, a little bit of it with Gio. And I think he accepted a job.
I don't even know.
But I'm not working. He was Mia's old boy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But yeah. I saw somebody on said, John, I'm from West Virginia. I'm between Huntington and Charleston. I had an aunt that lived in St. Albans until she died. So I know where you mean.
I don't know.
Nip, knock, get knocked.
Yeah, guys, we got about 8 minutes left. I want to thank y'all for all your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up, all your support of Sunshine Show. This here on a Monday Night Football, John. We got 310 people watching. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Salaman. Thank you.
Yeah, nonchalant travelers, they can. Now, I don't know if you have to. There's people here on SSI. But it used to be if you had SSI, you had to check in with your doctor every so often to make sure you're still qualified.
Now, SSI is a disability, right?
Yeah, somebody told me.
I would say that 50% of the American expats I meet here, that's what they live on.
Yeah.
And they do fine.
That's called a wind chime, Daryl.
Is Santa coming back?
Yeah, they made those probably about 100 years ago. Hey. Just asking Calvin, how long will you do the shouts to convince foreigners they'll bet off in the Philippines? Well, I always say it a lot of times. As long as my vlogs are relevant and and they're helpful, I'll do them. It's not so much. Them? Yeah, it's not so much I'm convincing them. I'm just so many people are interested in the Philippines. It's one of the most popular genres on YouTube.
Really?
But I looked on here and no one was really telling you how it is. It was all the sugary stuff. And I'm like,
girls in bikinis splashing in water. It's just
not what I was living, what I was seeing, what I was experiencing. I said, well, maybe somebody needs to give them the nitty gritty, what it's really like over here. Real life, guys, is better than the fantasy. I'm telling you that over here. It's a lot better than I could ever tell you.
Well, here's something I'll say, Calvin. He will say no. He says, I don't spend no time making these YouTube videos. He spends a lot of time doing it, but he loves doing it.
No, I don't,
It just
John.
don't seem like it.
I don't, John. I'm telling you, I'm doing it. It comes naturally to me.
I know. With your spin wheel and everything, you put a lot of time.
No, I don't, man. I'm telling you that I don't, John. I mean, how you going to argue with me on what I do? I guarantee you guys, this is the truth. Because I have nothing to lie. I mean, if I did, I would tell you. I probably spend about 20 minutes a day on my channel.
Okay.
If that. I can get up. I'll go to bed.
We spent 20 minutes texting about it.
I'll go to bed with something on my mind. I'll wake up like I did today. And I'll go at my kitchen table where I am. And I'll make the video because, look, guys, I'm telling you my experience. How easy is that? I don't have to research that. I'm telling you stuff that I've learned. Yeah, but I don't put a lot of work into it, John.
Oh, there's Clayton Murray. Clayton.
I wish I could tell you that I did, but I don't. because I quit working December the 3rd. Actually, I quit working November of 2018. I retired. I'm not going to work anymore. To be honest with
Jamaican
you.
the Philippines are move research. Wow.
Yeah, Clayton Mary, real life is better than fantasy over here, man. I promise you
And
that.
Clayton knows he's been here. This is the fantasy. Tell me if I'm wrong,
Better than
Clayton.
fantasy, man. For me, and I'm just telling guys, and then there's a lot of guys who just regular Joes who can relate to me. They say, man, can I come over there? Because there's so much junk out there. Oh, the Filipinos, they only want white men so they can have white babies with blue eyes. Yeah, there's something like that.
There are some.
Remember,
like that,
I'm telling you
not all.
that a very
Not
small
all.
percentage, because you got to realize they got to narrow it down. It's the Filipinos dating the world. It's the world dating the Filipinos. We know what we're getting. They don't know what they're getting. India, Africa, Jamaica, all over the world. Korea, China,
Japan.
Australia. They have to narrow it down. They can't say, oh, well, yeah. But they always ask, oh, do they like black men? Or do they like, how much money do I need? Because some guys say, oh, you need, don't come here unless you have at least $3,000 a month. That's a lie. That's a lie. And that's what my channel's about.
If you can with that, great for you, but you don't have to have that much.
Yeah. This is what I do. I did that with my sales career. When I got a stream of conscious ideas, I would immediately put it on paper, call my clients, and pitch them while the info was hot in my brain. Absolutely. It's not work. And I was told to do that. I don't know if it was W. Clement Stone. I don't know if it was Napoleon Hill, Dr. Dennis Kimbrough. They say when you get them ideas, you write them down. But actually, it was a guy in Cincinnati, Ohio, who told me that. A white guy. I was the van driver. He was the warehouse manager. He was going to get a job at GM. He referred me to take his job. And he told me, the first thing he told me is, Calvin, whenever Joe asks you to do something, write it down so you don't forget it.
You know, that's not bad advice.
Yeah, guys. All the support, man. You know, I may be at 25,000 already, John. When we started,
that would be great.
I was at 24,992. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I never take that for granted.
I don't blame
you. know, it's just something I never saw. You got to realize, go back. I celebrated my 1,000 subscribers November of 2020. So about a year later, you know, so yeah, guys, take care, stay safe, stay COVID free. We're going to try to do another maybe Friday.
That sounds good. I'm willing.
You know, because we can't
don't have
do it
nothing else to do. We're
on
retired.
the regular schedule that we normally do it. We don't have internet. And
Thank
we don't
you for letting us do it here today.
Yeah. I'm going to buy lunch. Hey, Jeff. Okay, I think I might have 25,000 in.
Congrats. We got it, Jeff. Jeff's been here a long time. He's a good man.
Yeah.
I can't wait to
take care. Stay safe. No, well, we actually got 1 minute left. Okay. I wish I had my Sunshine Shoulders theme song on there.
Dana Middleton.
Oh, okay. He says, look like you hit it while you were alive.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Thank y'all, man.
I hope I played a small part in that.
Yeah, because I should be at 26,000.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That's funny. I love it. No, thank you, everybody.
Yeah, he says, I'm having a lot of trouble reaching you tonight.
Well, it might be some of us. I mean, it might be some of our problem.
Yeah. I don't know what he's talking about. Darren B said, congrats on 25,000, man. Thank y'all so much, man. I must have got it. I put it out there because December the 3rd, John, I had 24,000. But I said, look, I want 25,000. That would be a great Christmas present for me.
You got it.
And we're going to do a year-end show.
Damn,
December
I gotta get ready for
December
that.
31st. We'll talk about, we're going to talk about this past year.
I tell you what,
okay.
The last month's been hard on both of us. But
we're going to talk about from 2021.
Okay, that sounds good.
With the typhoon, the pandemic, everything, your personal life. Okay, guys? So look forward to that. Take care, everybody. I'm going to get off here because...
Salamat.